Hey, it's Kathy. Um, it's not really a hair update video. Look how curly it's getting. But anyway, I just washed it. It's actually wet. That's probably why it looks a little more curly than usual. Usually dries and it's not as straight. But I guess I just wanted to share something. It's kind of funny. I really feel like I need to. I don't know if people do YouTube videos about online dating, but so many funny things happen. Like this definitely should be written down in a blog or something. But this guy contacted me and it's actually interracialdating.com. I don't know. But anyway, he was from Austria and he sent me, you can send people flirts. So he sent a flirt and it's like a little flower or something and like a wink on some of the other sites, I think. So he sends it, and I look at his profile, and in the first line in the About Me section says, I don't, I want a woman who's physically fit and muscles or something. Okay, then I read the rest. He says some little things about himself. I don't even remember what it says now. And that was just yesterday. Then, then in about my date, about who he's interested in, the first sentence again is that. So when I got the flirt, I was kind of like, I mean, it's obvious I'm not. I mean, what physically fit me to what's physically fit to people is obviously slim and I'm not that. I'm a plus size girl and okay. And I'm fine with that. It is what it is. And so I did send a message. I was like, you must have sent this to me in error because obviously I'm not your type. Then he sends back and he says something like he apologized, um, didn't want to offend me or something. But what stuck out was he said that he put that to motivate women. You put that you only like physically fit women to motivate them. But he said he wanted to get to know me. He said He said physically to motivate me and to um, that anyone can do it. Okay, so I said I'm well aware about losing weight and all that kind of stuff, but how are you gonna start a relationship with somebody and you're already saying I don't like your look? I mean, I said you should be attracted to somebody, and if that's not what you're attracted to, then that's fine. That's not what you're attracted to. But how are you going to send someone a message on a dating site and say, your profile clearly says, I'm not attracted to you, but then you say you want to get to know them? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So then he goes on, you know, he says, he tells me he used to play professional basketball and now he has his bachelor's degree in physical education or something. I don't know. And he says, "Tell me about my how my life is. Tell me about your life." And I'm like, "Okay." So I didn't know what to write back. So I just said, what kind of work I do, and you know, and I asked a question about the basketball. Like, oh, so did you play in the U.S.? Did you just play in Austria? You know, since you made a point to tell me, I think he said he coaches or something too. to tell me about that. So hey, and then so when I said that, he's he answered. He said he played U.S. and Austria, and then he said my name was exotic or whatever. And I told him, you know, it's a name my mother got out of a book. And I said, what is it you do now? Because I didn't really, what he just said he had a degree, but he didn't say what he did. He just said he used to play that. Well, he didn't like that question. And he sent me a question. He sent me a message back saying, I don't like this, feels like an interrogation. Like, an interrogation because I asked you what you did for a living? He said, I've told you all about me. I've told you my thoughts or something. And I've told you my deep thoughts, and you haven't told me anything about you. Um, okay. But I was like, this isn't that how you have a conversation? You talk back and forth and ask things and you find out things about people. It's like, what did he expect from two emails that I was supposed to tell him my life story? What is that? I don't know how much people can do or get from, it wasn't to my personal phone or anything. It was all through the dating site. So he didn't have like my personal email or something. But it was like, what? How is saying, hey, so what do you do? An interrogation. Anyway, I should have just ignored the first message. I mean, he was kind of cute, but isn't that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to get to know people. I just thought it was strange when he said it was an interrogation. An interrogation because I said, what do you do for a living? Must not be nothing if you can't tell it. If you can't tell it, and I hate to feel as a plus woman that they look at you as if you have these self-esteem issues and as a target. And that's what I feel sometimes on these dating sites, you know, especially with certain pictures that look fake, like all these professionally done pictures. Like, who has all these professionally done pictures of themselves sitting around? You know, and the site does a good job of, and I've had to report a couple of people too, because just like this person, when your second or third question is something like, um, he said, I didn't tell him my life story. What do you need all that for? And one person actually said, he was like, hey, I want to tell you about a business idea. And I was like, okay, this is some kind of scam. Leave me alone. He was like, no, it's not a scam. If you're in a relationship, you should want to build something together. A relationship? I haven't even heard a voice. You're talking about a message and you're talking about a business idea? Block, spam, whatever I can report. And it's another person that I'm quite sure is fake. And they seem to keep letting his profile stay up there. I guess they did an investigation and then because it was closed and then now it's there again. But it's like, this dude, this is not real. If that's really him, he's still trying to scam people. And I hate to say, when they tell me they from South Africa, I start, looking out sideways. I swear in like 1 week, it was several guys from South Africa. But anyway, that's my online dating story for the day. I don't know. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. Um, you know, sometimes I have to admit I just go on there for the entertainment because it seems like most people are just not serious. It's just, and I feel sorry for people who do fall for it because I'm sure it's just, they just play on your loneliness and just wanting to be with somebody and meet somebody, I should say. And it shouldn't be that way. But when he said the last guy said that he likes to put that in his profile to motivate a woman, I thought the next thing he was gonna say he was trying to sell some diet some diet pill or something. I don't know. Maybe he should go on the Full Figure website and then he could, because that's that dating site too. And I guess that's a way. I don't know. It was something about, I don't know. I skimmed it a little bit, but and another thing I hate, men who write, well, just like that guy, write in their profile they don't want to meet, um, that they're not interested in plus size women. I mean, they write it. It's like it's not necessary. If someone you weren't attracted to who happened to be plus size contacted you, you just say no, thank you. There's buttons on there to say, I'm not interested. It's just really to me, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Arrogant to write something like that. And I think even if I was then, I wouldn't be interested in you because it's very arrogant to say, "Oh, I'm not interested." I mean, don't contact me. Somebody may not want you to contact them because you're short. They say something, and I'm sure some women do it, but they'll say something about a woman who write that I don't want to date short men, but think it's okay for them to write things because a lot of them are short. Not all of them. I don't know. I don't think like I'm taking statistics, but you get my point. But anyway, pretty soon I'll be able to do something more with my locks here. Talk to you soon. Bye.